Hi PRM, it's me, Principal Simpson, and I am here and excited to welcome you as we prepare for our blended learning experience this year. You will be entering our school building. If you are in Cohort A, you will be here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. If you are in Cohort B, you will be here on Thursdays and Fridays, and we will alternate Mondays. So we want to share with you the safety protocols that are in place to keep us safe this year. And so you're going to go on a journey with me as I walk you through what you'll experience as you arrive to school. Come on, follow me. First, I have to always be safe, so I am going to wear my mask. So first, please make sure that you pay attention to our safety signs. You must have a face covering when you enter the building to help stop the spread of COVID-19. We will also make sure that we are wearing our mask. This is an example of an acceptable mask or face covering, or this cool one that says PRM like I'm wearing. And then of course we will practice social distancing, 6 feet distance from others. And your teachers have been working hard to prepare the environments as well so that we can provide this safe distancing. When you enter in the morning, all of our staff and our students will do a safety check. We have these handy sanitizing stations located here for us to keep our hands clean and sanitized as we come into the building. All of our staff will enter here in the main office and go through their safety check. A part of our safety check is making sure that we get our temperatures taken. So, a staff member will take your temperature when you arrive. I'm going to use my model here just to show you how your temperature will be taken in the mornings. All right, so his temperature is accurate and shows that he does not have a fever, and so he would be granted access into our school building. If you are walking with a group of students, it is best to hold out your arms so that you are keeping appropriate spacing. You don't have to keep your arms up the whole time, but you do want to be able to visually measure and know that you are keeping appropriate distancing. Our students that are in our 6 to 9 classes, you will typically come this way. We'll walk down the hallway and we'll stay on one side of the hallway so that we do not cross traffic. You will then go to your classroom. Our teachers have been working very, very hard to prepare their environments. We're going to go into one of our 6 to 9 classrooms. So breakfast will be served in your classrooms. You will also be eating lunch. As you can see from this classroom environment, one of our 6 to 9 classroom environments, the teacher has prepared seating spaces that are properly distanced. We'll make sure that there is 6 feet of social distancing within our workspaces. You will also be able to use the floor spaces, and the teacher will be assigning you a rug and or a yoga mat, because yoga mats can be wiped clean using our disinfectant. Or students may be assigned one of their rugs, but it will be their rug and their rug only to use, and we will properly wash and disinfect those. Also in our classrooms, there will be dirty shelves, meaning places for you to return Montessori materials or works that you have used so that they can be disinfected. This is an example of one of our shelves that may be used as a dirty shelf. So for safety, our bathrooms will be cleaned frequently throughout the day. Students will be given permission to come out of their classrooms to utilize the bathroom. There will be a checklist here. If the bathroom is occupied, then they need to return to their rooms, and then they will be given an opportunity to come to the bathroom when it is free. We will be eliminating as much cross traffic as possible, and so that is why it will be very important for our students to pay close attention to the occupancy of the bathrooms. There's also signage in our bathrooms remembering us to wash our hands It will also always be supplied with enough soap and paper towels. As we are transitioning in the hallways, we will again make sure that we are paying attention to our social distancing. So these stickers in our hallways and stairwells also to remind us to maintain our distance. Our handrails will be frequently sanitized. Also, there is a hand sanitizing station located at the end of our stairwell. I want to take note that this is one of the entrances that we will use in the mornings. Our bus riders will be escorted from the buses and they will enter in this entrance every morning. There will be a staff member here designated to support them with the healthy check. And then students may sanitize their hands and they will be escorted up to the 9 to 12 floor. If they are 9 to 12 age level students, they will stop at the second floor. If they are 6 to 9 students or our 3 to 6 students will enter here. Right, so this is one of our 3 to 6 level classrooms, and our 3 to 6 year olds, after having their health check in the mornings, will enter their classrooms. Our workspaces again have been socially distanced, and students will be given a rug or yoga mat to use when they are laying out works on the floor, or to identify a workspace for them that provides appropriate distancing. There will also be a dirty shelf identified in this classroom where they can return materials for cleaning in between use. Students will be assigned a cubby that will be only for their use. There will be no sharing of cubby spaces this year. And there are hand sanitizing stations throughout our building. This one has been lowered so that our 3 to 6 year olds will be able to reach and access it. This year, students will be asked to bring a water bottle with them to school each day. All of our water fountains will not be in use this year for safety reasons. So if you need a water bottle, let us know. We have a few that we can provide. So this year, Miss Maria's space will serve as our all-day preschool room. So you notice our furniture has been moved in, and we are going to make sure that we have safe and appropriate distancing for our preschool students who are here with us all day. As I mentioned earlier, that breakfast and lunch will be served in our classrooms this year. So our cafeteria will serve in a different function this year. We will be using space within our cafeteria to do small groups to provide appropriate social distancing. We will also be using space in our cafeteria for storage of excess furniture. So safety is always primary. So we will need you to pay attention to any signs as you are walking through, and our staff will be here to support and supervise that. As I mentioned, our specialists will be traveling to classrooms to give instruction this year. Our gym will be used for our purposes of spacing and social distancing. This will also continue to be our dismissal location for all of our students who are going to be picked up by car. This year there will be no walk-up, pick-up dismissal. You will be asked to please use the car line so that we can provide safe distancing during our dismissal and our arrival procedures. All right, our playground space we will continue to use when you return. Classes will be assigned to specific recess times where we can provide safe distancing. Our playground equipment will be frequently sanitized in between each use, and so we do want you to come outside and have a good time. You will be asked to make sure that you are continuing to wear your face coverings if you are in closer proximity to students, but you will have the opportunity to pull your face mask down for a moment, get a fresh breath of air, and then enjoy your time outside. Our PTO and staff volunteers have been hard at work this summer to make sure that our outdoor learning space is prepared and ready to be used even during this time of blended learning. So, there have been lots of updates to our garden. Let's take a look. We have benches for seating outdoors that will help us to maintain safe distancing. They've also added additional seating and benches so that we can put them out as needed. Each classroom will have an opportunity to work in our outdoor space safely. This year, our school nurse, Nurse Meg, will be returning, and every CPS school will have a registered nurse on staff. This will be our space for our students who may be displaying symptoms. Nurse Meg will be able to monitor them, provide testing, and this will be a waiting space until a parent or guardian is able to pick up the students. We are asking that you please have multiple emergency contacts on hand so that if your student is experiencing any symptoms or is ill, someone can pick them up within the hour. PRM family, we know that, again, this is not what we are used to, but it is our goal to make sure that we have the proper safety precautions in place to keep our students and our staff safe. Thank you so much for taking the time to pay attention and be engaged during this video. Please don't hesitate to call us if you have any questions or concerns. You can be reached at 513-363-4400. Remember, we will not just go through this, we will grow through this. We are PRM, one student, one school, one future. We make a difference.